Hi, welcome to one more video about Jessica Jones, Season 2, Episode 2. Yes, more IGH stuff this episode. I mean, a lot of it. This was basically the sole focus. Trish talks to her mom again to get information on apparently a old movie producer or director that she used to work with that apparently raped her, or possibly raped her, possible sexual favors. We don't know. It's kind of unclear, but either way, she tries to get that for information on the hospital where Jessica stayed. Not much with the boyfriend this time. Just shows that he kind of has a decent relationship with Jessica. At least you see a bit more of that, but really that's all he's there for. Nothing else comes up with him. Malcolm apparently has a girlfriend that he's just seeing on the side through like their Tinder app. That's there. What else is happening? Well, the big finale is basically the police officer from last season that was dating Trish, Will Simpson is his name, finally catches up with Trish, and it turns out that he says that there was another one of the experiments is actually killing everyone, not him, and he was trying to protect Trish, and he maybe was. And then at the end, Jessica finds Trish, and they run away from the monster, which Will goes to fight, and Will turns out dead after the guy runs away, with like a huge bruise on his neck, so it's implied he snapped his neck. I'm not sure if he'll stay dead, but maybe. Was there anything else?
There was the super. We learn more about his backstory and the fact that he's having a custody battle for his son.
So the cops came to Jessica's house about the wizard's death, and she asked the super to back her up and say that she was there, and the super was like, "Don't bring cops to my house, I'm dealing with shit, and I don't want to deal with you, so go away." That's basically what happened. I think there might have been something else, but it wasn't that important. At least...
A lot did happen this episode.
Oh yeah, also the Kozlov stuff where she went to talk to the doctor who she thought operated on her, and he's dead. So there's another person, and apparently he was an army doctor with Will's unit, and some of those people are still alive. One of them is a guy in a wheelchair who's a double amputee, no legs. He's probably going to be coming back as something. I wouldn't be surprised. The episode wasn't bad. Again, just reinforces that the IGH stuff doesn't seem like it's going to be that terrible of a storyline. You know, I'm liking this better than I like the hand shit in Daredevil Season 2.
Definitely.
I don't really know what much to say. I mean, it's interesting that we're getting to see more of the characters' lives away from Jessica. Like, that seems to be the big thing. Like, the only character that, in this episode at least, that was, like, just dependent on Jessica and only involved with Jessica was the boyfriend, Griffin.
Oh yeah, we forgot to bring up Hogarth.
Oh, yeah. So we still don't know what's happening with her, just that it's really bad news, and she goes on a little bit of a bender and basically hires a bunch of 3 prostitutes and, like, just spends a day with them. Yeah, drops some ecstasy and coke with them, and just she's basically self-destructing, but we're still not sure why. I still think it's probably like cancer or something. You don't have any idea what?
Honestly, that seems like the best guess.
Yeah, because I mean, she's a lesbian, so it's not going to be like she's pregnant or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, that would be the whole thing where like she's like trying to stay on top and all that stuff and get the power from the first episode, and then boom, cut the legs out from under her, like the guy in the wheelchair. But yeah, the episode was okay.
The pacing for this season seems to be a lot better than most of the Marvel shows so far, at least.
In that it's faster.
Yeah.
That's always been the thing with the Marvel shows. Like, all the previous seasons, except for the Defenders, but that was also only 8 episodes as opposed to the 13 that all the other ones are. It's always been a slow burn for all the other seasons.
Yet in this very episode, at least 2 main characters end up dead within the episode.
2?
Well, I guess he wasn't a main character, more like a plot
Kozlov,
point.
You mean? Oh, yeah, I guess. But yeah, I'm not sure what the guy, like, because I don't think Will's dead. At least, no, I really don't. I think he's gonna come back in some sort of way.
Maybe those drugs he was taking were that strong?
Probably, because we get one more shot of Will in his car when he was following Trish, and he takes a puff of the inhaler, which when he's caught, he says like that's what he needs to give him his strength. And he takes a puff, and it zooms in on his eyes, and you see as he was taking the puff, his eyes are completely bloodshot and stuff. And then after he takes it, it recedes and becomes normal. Right. So, I mean, it's obviously something, but I also just I don't want to say it can't happen because they've obviously killed important characters in other shows but I feel like it wasn't. I feel like this was just. It feels like it's too early.
Too many loose ends with his characters. Sort of thing.
It just feels like it's too early to leave him. I mean, I wouldn't mind because I didn't really like him that much and stuff. But at the same time, the reason I didn't like him was because his backstory implied a lot of just shit about stuff that wasn't interesting in season 1. Now it's becoming it seems to be the main focus. At least it doesn't seem like it'll be that bad. But yeah, I still didn't like him super much.
Still wonder how they're going to bring Kilgrave back.
I told you. Well, I mean, I don't know, but it's probably just going to be like, just images of her past, and just like it's going to be the whole the ghosts are talking to me while I'm just walking through a room, like my ghosts of my past are talking to me and shit. Like, most likely that's what's going to happen. That might happen
towards the later half, because so far it seems like that's the furthest thing from her mind. Kind of.
Well, because right now it seems like it's, again, just all her trauma is focusing on the car accident, and it's just that and the specific things right after it, because there was a huge gap between when that happened and when the stuff, when the Kilgrave stuff happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, finally remember David Tennant. Finally learned his name is Kilgrave. But I think that's probably going to come back, especially because like the final line was like, "You need a monster to kill a monster," and yeah, she was made into a monster with the powers and stuff. But I think she's going to keep remembering what Kilgrave did to her, and like when she killed Luke Cage's wife. At the time, is that's like what made her a monster and something that's going to start coming around, and that's what's going to keep him around. I think that's what's going to happen. But yeah, again, all this stuff is going on, and it seems like the other PI Chang is like still pushing for the thing. So I think he's going to start playing a bigger role later. I'm not sure in what way.
We might get another courtroom scene in the Marvel TV universe.
The one thing I'm kind of wondering is if he might have a relationship, like somehow be connected to Malcolm's girlfriend. But granted, the only reason I'm saying that is because I know Chang has tattoos, and they clearly showed the girlfriend had like a snake tattoo on her back and had like snake drawings in her house, in her apartment. So I'm just wondering if there's a connection there. I'm not sure. Like it might be a thing where like she was hitting him up to like find out information on Jessica through Malcolm. Like I don't freaking know. This is literally just me seeing tattoo, maybe connection. Like I don't know if that's actually a thing, but that's there.
I mean, it is only episode 2, so they are setting up most of the stuff, so at this point it is mostly speculation.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it seems like one of the other things was this guy, at least, we didn't get a great look at the guy who apparently killed Will. We just saw that he has really big jumping powers, because he jumps like halfway across the backstage of a studio, and
with some good height as well.
Yeah. But also, you can see his face, at least not like you can't see his make out all the features, but you can at least see that it's a face. Like it's there because in the previous episode near the end, there was a thing where like she remembered something, and there was like, oh, is there a monster? And there was like one guy who was like holding up a doctor like hostage, and the guy looked like fucking like radioactive man. I forget his name. It was like the fucking superhero from Jersey.
The Toxic Avenger. The
Toxic Avenger, yeah. Like in that, like it was like completely red, but it had like bulbous like stuff all over. That was like what his face looked like in that flashback. But this guy, at least you saw his chin. Like you saw the chin and the mouth, and it was normal. It was like just normal white guy. So, or at least like it looked white. Like I said, you can't make much out of it, but like it looked normal. So I'm not sure that was him. I really think it's gonna be going. Something's gonna go in with Kozlov's like army unit, and all those people are gonna get fucked up, and something's gonna happen there. But yeah, that's about all I got. What about you? You got any thoughts, at least, about the episode or what's going to happen?
I felt like there's not too much to talk about in depth beyond the events because it was mostly just like things happening here. So yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. So let's see what happens as it continues on, and we'll check back in after episode 3. See ya.
Bye.